Hey everyone, I'm checking in with you from Canada. I have been home for 3 weeks now and I've been working 40 hours a week, seeing friends and family, and in between that time, Max and I are working on an exciting new project that we will share with you shortly. Today, I'm going to continue on the Q&As that we had before I left. We had a lot of questions that were addressed to female in the van, and I wanted to sit down and talk with you guys a little bit more to give you an insight of what it's like as a female traveling. So I'm going to dive right into this and try to keep it short. Are you home for a period of time or until you meet your goal? Great question. When Max and I planned this, my plan was to come home for 3 months, and in that time my goal was to make $10,000. Now that does seem like a lot of money in 3 months, and that is because I'm going back to a job that I've already had where I knew how much money I could be expecting to make in the amount of time I could work, and I don't know if I'll meet that goal, and I don't know if I'll stay home for 3 months. I might go back sooner, sometime in August. It depends on how Max and Aki are traveling down there and how everything is going. So, what kind of work are you doing at home? I am working at an Irish pub in Barrie. It is called Donnelly's. Some of you from Barrie might have been there before. I have met a few of you now at Donnelly's. If you haven't been down there, come down to the pub and say hello. It's an awesome place. It is my second family there, and it's one of the busiest restaurants in Barrie, and it's been around for 7 years, and I absolutely love it there. So come on in and say hi if you're from around here. Next question is, what is your skincare routine? This is followed by the question saying, what is your makeup routine? To be very honest, since traveling in the van, I don't have such a routine anymore. I find just being out in the salt water and in the sun, it's already helping my skin stay a lot clearer on its own. Something that I have stopped doing since living in the van is I've stopped putting unnecessary creams on my face. Like I used to put just not the best products on. So now if I do put anything on my face, I try to stick to coconut oil or something all natural. I do put sunblock on as much as I can because I think that's very important to keep your skin protected, especially on your chest and your face. But other than that, for skincare, I don't have too much of a routine. As for makeup, I have 3 staple pieces, which I brought out here. I just lost one to show you guys. So basically, I have all natural cover up that I usually put on my cheeks to help with the redness. I do have a mascara stick that I have been using now that I'm back at work. And I have a little pencil, which I've lost somewhere, that is just to fill in my eyebrows if I'm putting on makeup. I used to do more of a makeup routine before living in the van, and something that I felt empowered by is I've actually become a lot more comfortable without wearing any makeup. And I've become more comfortable in my own skin. I don't care so much about how other people perceive me. I'm more confident with myself, therefore I don't actually wear as much makeup anymore. What is your fitness routine? This is a question that I've gotten a few times. I will make a full video on a fitness routine as I have tried a lot of different routines before. I've done CrossFit, I've done weightlifting, I do yoga, I have tried high intensity cardios. I've done a lot of things to figure out what really works for me. So if there's enough interest, leave a comment below and I would be very happy to give you guys a full fitness routine of what I really like and what works for me. Any recommendations on keeping it minimal with clothing? That's a great question. Packing the van, I will say that we overpacked when we left. Because we had enough space, we just kept putting more and more clothes in. Within our first 2 weeks, we already brought a whole bag of clothes to a Salvation Army to donate them because we had too many. So my recommendation, I'd say, is start with your comfiest clothes when you're traveling. Start with one of each item of activity. So some active wear clothes, some casual wear clothes, some beach clothes, any warmer sweaters if you need that. Once you've covered all your bases, then whatever activities you tend to do more, whether that's more sightseeing or more hiking, bring extra clothes of what you tend to do the most, because if you just have 4 dresses but you rarely dress up, you probably won't use them as much as you think you would. So I'd say bring more of whatever you do most in the day, and I still feel like I have more than enough clothes when I'm living in the van. Okay, so this question is probably the most commonly asked. How do you deal with your time of the month in the van? This is obviously directed to all the ladies and any ladies who are thinking of traveling in a van. To be honest, it's not that much different in the van as it is in a house, especially down in Mexico and Central America. When you use the washroom, You're not even supposed to put toilet paper down the toilet, so I have just gotten in a routine of whatever product I'm using to wrap it in toilet paper and put it in the garbage. So when I'm in the van, I just ask Max and Aki for some personal space. They leave the van. I change and put it in the garbage, wrap it in toilet paper, and baby wipes have been my staple just to freshen up in between. We dispose of our garbage every day because we only have a small bag and we just dump it in garbage cans wherever we're going. So it actually has not been too bad. Max and Aki do always give me space whenever I ask for it. So it's really, and we are in public washrooms a lot as well to use a proper washroom where, again, like I said, you're not supposed to put any toilet paper or products down the toilet anyway. So I have gotten a bit more into that routine. On that note, with the time of the month, two of my best friends are currently working on better ways of new opportunities to not use as much waste when it comes to time of month for females, and I'm really excited about the project that they're starting, and I will share more information with you guys once that is up and going. Next question is, do you wear jewelry in the van? I don't really. I have a necklace on right now and I have a little bracelet that I bought in Guatemala. But as for jewelry, I have a ring, but I actually wear as little as possible because I am always in the surf or we're hiking or we're doing some sort of activity that I don't want to damage anything that I have. So I don't even usually wear a necklace when I'm in the van, and I actually try to stick to minimal jewelry because I don't want to tarnish or break it or lose it or damage it of any kind. So this question was from my friend Bailey. Thank you for asking it. I think it's a great question. She said, do you think living in the van has taken away from your feminine side, or has it helped it flourish? Kind of what I said at the beginning about wearing less makeup. I feel very empowered since living in the van as a female, that I don't care as much about the things that I used to associate with feminine, such as having my hair done, my nails done, and my makeup done. I feel more empowered as a female traveling because I'm conquering fears on a daily basis of places that I was unsure of to go to, that I now feel confident in myself that I have done that. And I feel like every day learning new things on the road, just as a woman, I feel more secure in myself, and therefore I actually feel more empowered as a female. And in turn, I think that however you feel inside is what is projected outside. So I come off with more confidence, and sometimes I do feel sexier because I'm confident in myself from the inside out, rather than being confident in how I look and being insecure inside. So I think being in the van has definitely brought out more confidence in my feminine side, even though I'm actually wearing less products, less makeup, less doing my hair less, and I'm actually caring less about my outer appearance than I used to. Where and how do you shave your legs, and how do you keep up with your bikini line? Well, same with time of month. I usually just ask Max and Aki for some personal space in the van. Actually, shaving my legs I don't mind, but if I'm doing anything else to maintain myself, I just ask for some space, and I have the wax strips that I buy to keep up with everything. Or if I'm shaving, I usually just put my leg onto the bench. I've shaved my leg in lakes. Once in a while we do have showers, or if we're at a friend's house or we're at a campsite and I use a shower, I'll take that opportunity to shave. But again, when I'm living in a van, if my leg hair grows a little longer one week, I don't really care because it's not the top of my priorities. So sometimes it goes on a little bit long. What cleaning products and soaps do you use in the van? Before I left in the van, actually, we left in September, my birthday is in October, and so my mom, dad, and sister got for my birthday, for my 25th, they gave me a box with 25 small gifts in it, which was the perfect timing because they filled it up with everything I would need in the van. So my mom bought me eco-friendly laundry detergent in case we needed to do laundry on the road in the van. She bought me all natural dish soap. I got Lush hair soap so I could use that, and actually that lasted me 8 months on the road. I really love Lush products. So everything we have is all natural. And then as for cleaning products in the van, we mostly use water and vinegar, and that kind of does the trick. It cleans the mirrors, it cleans the floor. We just use that to clean everything. Like the van just usually takes a wipe down because there's not a whole lot of space for it to get dirty. So we sweep in the morning and then we'll wipe the counter surfaces, and yeah, we use vinegar, water, and paper towels, or our cloth. Mostly we use the cloth if we can. What do you use for body wash and shampoo, and do you wear deodorant? As I said, for body wash and shampoo, I use Lush products because they're bars that they can dry out and they actually last quite a long time. I recommend them for anybody who loves to travel, and I recommend them anyway. It's a great company and they last a long time, so it's a great value for your money spent. I don't actually wear deodorant anymore. I do have an all-natural deodorant stick, but I stay away from antiperspirant. I don't think we need to use it, and especially being in the van, like, I'm going to sweat and then I'm going to swim and then I'm going to shower, and you can wash underneath with soap, which can be an all-natural soap as well, and if you're washing that bacteria away, you're not going to have a buildup of BO. So I try not to use, I don't use antiperspirant, and I try not to use deodorant. The last two questions are a bit more van related. Somebody asked, how long are Canadians allowed to stay in the US with their van? Canadians are granted 6-month visas. After 6 months, you need to go back into Canada or into Mexico, but it's actually quite a lot of time to travel within the US, and you can see a lot of places in 6 months. The last question is, when it comes time to possibly return to Canada, will you guys be taking the same route home, or will you try to see different things and different places? That's a great question. When we planned our trip, we did expect ourselves to go back. Since we came down the west coast of the States, we thought we'd go back up the east coast. However, since we've changed our plan, we decided we're going to keep going all the way down through South America. It is very unlikely that we are going to return the van to Canada. We will probably move on afterwards and either ship it over to Europe, or if the van's still running well, or we'll have to figure out what's next. But it's highly unlikely, if we get all the way down to the bottom of South America, that we will be driving it all the way back up to Canada. We'll probably figure out what's next from there. So that is everything for the questions for the Q&A. I hope I gave you guys some good answers. I can go into more depth on a few of the questions that you've asked if you'd like. Again, the fitness routine, I'm more than happy to do. If there's enough interest, leave some comments below. If I didn't cover everything, feel free to ask another question and I'll just answer you directly. And yeah, I wanted to say hello from Canada. Stay in touch with us. We are going to be posting very shortly a day in the life over here of what my typical day looks like while working, both at Donnelly's and doing work with Max and I's online work and the projects that we're bringing to you shortly. Max and Aki are still going to be filming from their end, and we just bought a drone to get some more awesome footage down south, and before you know it, we'll all be back together. So thanks for taking the time to watch, guys, and I will see you soon.